Hello, all good people of the world. This is Paul Watson returning to you with the Universal Law of Numbers. And this presentation is going to be a little different this time because I'm going to do it in the dark. And I like the dark, and I hope you like the dark, and I think it's a place where we can all come together and basically realize how much we're all the same. When we can't see all of the things, our belongings around us, or whatever, etc. But anyway, this presentation, it will be short, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to square numbers to 100, maybe 110, and I will explain to you what I mean about what the point of the thing is, and try and give you a little bit of different insider perspective about what the Universal Law of Numbers code really is. So the first line in the code is 149779419, and essentially when I square these numbers, that's all I'm even actually saying. So we'll start with 1 through 10. We have 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, and 100. And those are the numbers 1 through 9. And then we'll go to 121, 144, 169, 196, 225, 256, 289, 324, 361, and 400. And now we're up to 20 squared. And what we're going to start to do is kind of try and pay attention to this pattern that I'm talking about. Because these numbers, they form a pattern. This thing we call mathematics, it is a pattern. And this pattern, we find it in the Universal Law of Numbers. And actually it teaches us a lot about life. Because it's the pattern that it's giving us, it's the pattern of the universe. And after all, we're in the universe. So it's the pattern, they're the patterns that our life follow as well. So from 20 to 30, it goes 441, 484, 529, 576, 625, 676, 729, 784, 841, 900. So now we're up to 30 squared. And what I'm going to be showing you is how these sequences repeat themselves. So anyway, from 30 to 40 goes 961, 1024, 1089, 1156, 1225, 1296, 1369, 1444, 1524, 1521, 1600. Now we're up to 40 squared. And what's going to happen now is we're going to do the 1 through 10 sequence, but it's going to go backwards. So it's 1681, 1764, 1849, 1936, 2025, 2116, 2209, 2304, 2401 to 2500. Now we're at 50 squared, and we're 25% of the way to 10,000, which is 100 squared, but we're 50% of the way to squaring the numbers 1 through 100. So we're going to finish this first cycle now. So basically what we had from 40 to 50 were the 1 through 10 numbers, but in the backward sequence. But from 50 to 60, they go back into the forward sequence. So what I mean by that is it goes 2601, 2704, 2809, 2916, 3025, 3136, 3249, 33, 64, 34, 81, and 3600. And now we're up to 60 squared, and that's a full revolution. And it's the same revolution that we find in the Universal Law of Numbers. We see that the revolution occurs on the 6th sequence. So now we'll just do, we'll do 60 to 70, and we'll begin to see that it's the same sequence as it was from 10 to 20, because it goes 3600, 3721, That's like 121. 3844, that's like 144. 3969. 4096. 4225. 4356. 4489. 4624. 4761, which is the same as 361, and now we're at 4900, and now it's up to 70 squared, and from 70 to 80 will be the same sequence as it is from 20 to 30. So 20 squared, 21 squared is 441, 70 squared, 71 squared, well, 4900, 5041. And then it's 5184, and then it's 5329, and then it's 5476, and then it's 5625, and then it's 5776, and then it's 5929, and then it's 6084, and then it's 6241, and we get to 6400. So that was the same thing as going from 20 to 30. Now at 6400, we're at 80 squared, and 80 squared will be the same thing as going from 30 to 40, because it goes, well, 6400, 65, 61, 67, 24, 68, 89, 70, 56, 72, 25, 73, 96, 75, 69, 77, 44, 79, 21, and 8100. So, at 8100 we're at 90 squared. And at 90 squared, it's going to be the same sequence as 1 through 10 going backwards again. So it'll be 8281, 8464, 8649, 8836, 9025, 9216, 9409, 9604, 9801, and 10,000. And now we're up to 100, and we'll just do 10 more to illustrate the point. From 100 to 110, it's just going to be the same as 1 to 10 all over again. It's just going to be 10,201, 10,404, 10,609, 10,816, 11,025, 11,236, 11,449, 11,664, 11,881, and 12,100, and that's 121, and that's just 11 squared all over again. So what we see is we see these patterns, and these patterns teach us a lot about life. Now, when we look at mathematics or engineering or science, oftentimes a person can become, I don't know, one side of the brain. Only one side of the brain is working, and somehow the entire perspective on life can be lost. But as I say, these numbers are teaching us all about life, not only about the physical laws of the universe. They're teaching us about our very selves. So I hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope to see you back again soon at the Universal Law of Numbers. And I'm signing out. My name is Paul Wittekind. Peace and happiness to the world.